Hey everyone, and welcome back to Metroid Fusion Rusty Edition. Because that's what happens when you haven't played this game for 2 months. So yeah, but it's time to brush that rust aside. So previously we had pretty tedious section to go through in the previous episode. So today will be kind of like more of a chillish episode, kind of like a breather episode. So yeah, so computer, what is our objective? Bioscience on Habitation deck, check for survivors. Okay, so yeah, today we'll be exploring the very first area in the game, if you remember, the main deck, so we'll be kinda revisiting that a bit. So, by the way, one thing that I forgot to mention in the previous episode, when this whole timer segment happens, and if the timer runs out, if you do not reach the objective during that time, you'll actually get a game over. So yeah, I definitely advise you not to fuck around too much in that timer segment. Otherwise, you'll have to kind of redo the whole thing all over again. So yeah. Yeah, now that we are revisiting our main deck here, this is what I consider to be kind of like a halfway point of the game. So we're kind of halfway done with this game. I think the second half will be much more dynamic, will be much more interesting, especially boss-wise. So yeah, look forward for that. So yeah, a lot of different tricky and interesting boss-wise we'll have in the second part here. Okay, so we had some speed booster blocks there, so yeah, by breaking these speed booster blocks we can get a delicious and yummy missile tank. So, and let's just Sonic our way to the main deck, why not? So let's see, let me check the map again. I'm curious about some items that I can pick up now that we are back here. Let's see. Well, we'll see. I do not remember from the top of my head which items I can pick up and which I cannot, but we'll see. Oh, speed booster block. Let me try some. I think it won't lead us to anywhere actually, but that's kind of like a shortcut or something. Well, let's see. Speed booster. Yeah, it's just a shortcut, which is not too important, like, to be honest, like at all. I don't know even why it is here, like, seriously. So yeah. Keep pressing the wrong buttons, but I already mentioned the rust, right? So yeah. So we have to go upwards to the target. By the way, during my downtime, when I was away for 2 months, I actually played the Metroid Prime Hunters. I thought that would be like the perfect game to get me into Metroid Prime, because I haven't played Metroid Prime series, right? So here's the thing. Gameplay-wise, the game was okay. Story-wise, it was okay as well. Everything was kind of fine. And I definitely think it's good for beginners, who want to get into Metroid Prime series. But the controls were just awful. I haven't played a single game where controls were so awful like in that game. It's like ridiculous. Because here's the deal, that game was released originally on Nintendo DS, okay? And being an FPS title, okay? Who thought it is a good idea to bring that freaking stylus pointer thingy into the equation? Like, seriously, who thought it's a good idea to do that? So imagine playing a game by using your controller and your mouse at the same time. So basically, you have to use your 2 hands at the same time. With one hand, you are basically controlling your controller, okay, holding your controller in one hand, and with the other, you're using your mouse. How stupid is that? Because here's the deal, I'm not actually playing that game. I was not playing that game on the Nintendo DS. I was playing it on PC, but still, it's like awful. I imagine that maybe on the handheld itself, it's kinda much more easier, but still, to me, it sounds super awful. I just imagine, you know, in my head how it would work if I was actually holding the real console, but I think it wouldn't work, like seriously. Who thought that's a good idea? One of the most awful gaming experiences, control-wise, like ever, like seriously. So our friends are here. So maybe some people who played other Metroid games, especially Super Metroid, may remember these dudes here. So we actually have to free them. So we have to engage with that console there to the left. But first, as you can see, this whole segment is kind of like labyrinthish a bit. So yeah, first we have to kind of find our way to that console here. I'm on purpose exploring these other rooms which do not lead me to the destination simply because there's yeah, you see that small little missile tank there, so you can pick up that one here. I think this is the only item that we can pick up in this particular segment. Not quite sure though. Yeah, by the way, I mentioned that before that now you'll be more relying on your beam, right? Because we finally received the beam upgrade. But still, your missiles, the freezing effect of them can still be actually quite useful. Especially against these big dudes, because they are like super tanky, you know. So dealing with them with your beam, well, it takes a while, so to speak. Dude, don't sleep, just extend your fucking schlong. Okay, let's make that enemy respawn. And speaking about Adam Malkovich, well, remember how Samus named computer after Adam Malkovich, right? Because the computer reminded her of that character from Metroid Other M. Many people dislike Adam Malkovich, and many people actually dislike Metroid Other M simply by that only fact alone that Adam Malkovich appears there. So the deal with that guy is that he, being the CEO of Samus, he was basically hindering her all the freaking time. So basically, you were not allowed to use that, you were not allowed to use your bombs, you were not allowed to use your missiles, you know. He was just basically ordering Samus left and right there in that game. And that's why people do not like that character. They think that that character made actually Samus weak. And I understand that, because usually Samus is being portrayed as, you know, this woman who kinda has her own head on her shoulders, right? But Adam Malkovich kinda took away all that, and that's what people do not like. But here, as you can see, the trend of Adam, although it's not the same Adam, right? But a computer named Adam, but the trend still continues, as you can see. You already noticed that this game kinda prevents you from doing something many times, right? By having all these locked doors all over the place and whatnot. By hindering your progress left and right. So yeah, the curse of Adam is still present. Here as well. Okay, so speed booster blocks. Oh, okay, I see now. I see. Okay. So you may wonder where to go now. I was actually a bit stumbled as well here on my very first playthrough. Because we pretty much explored all of this area, but still, no way for us to reach the target, right? Well, if you check the wall here, to the left, there's actually a secret passage here. so yeah. Okay, schlong extend, and let me go through, please. Thank you. I think you here had to be pretty quick, actually. Please, please, don't do that. Okay. Let's do this again. Yeah, you have to be pretty quick here. You have to kind of freeze these dudes. And then grab ladders and whatnot, so... Okay, here we go. And that's how you reach this place. Lock disengage. Gate opening. So let's release our small little buddies here. Nice. Hey, they even thanked me. Yeah, you just run away to your buddies there. So... Alright, so computer, we're done. Edicons and the chores freed. Proceed to navigation room. Alright. Yeah, these dudes appeared in Super Metroid. Like I already mentioned that before. I haven't played Super Metroid myself, but I heard that these dudes, these animals, were actually the ones that taught Samus how to use her abilities, some of them, so... Edicons and the Chores, I've met these intelligent beings before. They seem to recognize me as well. How unusual to meet again here. In the past, they've helped me unleash abilities I didn't know I had, but where did they run to? I hope they're safe. Yeah, I believe in the Super Metroid you actually learned from these dudes how to, for example, use your wall jump and stuff like that. So, don't remember exactly all abilities that they taught you there, but I think wall jumping was one of them. I think one of the dudes actually taught you how to use your speed booster as well. Something like that, so... So, yeah. So, I think back to the navigation room we go. By the way, there's this big giant blob thing, still cannot do anything with it for now. So, let's see how we're doing on the items there. Still a couple of items left here to collect. So we'll kinda remember them for later. Okay. And we are done for now with this place. So, I think, item-wise at least. So, the survivors were not human. Most unfortunate. We can now confirm the deaths of all crew members. I imagined this was the case, but I had hoped it wasn't so. I believe the X only infected the humans for knowledge. That form is too weak for battle. I am sure the others were merely food for the X. Well, at least the animals are safe. You should be happy about that, computer. Like, come on. They have heart too, you know. Samus, I think they are evolving, growing stronger. Some are now appearing that resist your current weapons. HQ anticipated this and set power bomb data as soon as the hardware team finished it. Power bombs. Nice. So, what do you mean? Is my objective? What objective? You haven't told me what is the objective now. No? Okay. Download it immediately. Our choice of data rooms is limited to this one in Sector 5 ARC. Go now. But we already been in this data room. So I guess we have to go back to that IC sector again? Okay. But yeah, we'll be doing that actually in the next episode. But for today, I think this will be it. So let's see. You know what? Let me actually grab the save point which is closest to me. Because I think the next save point that I'll have to reach is actually in the next sector. So, as you can see, on the way there is no save point. So let me just take this one, which is here. And then I'll end the episode. But yeah, guys, once again, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you are still enjoying your holiday festivities, holiday breaks and whatnot. And yeah. Cheers, and I'll be seeing you all in the next episode. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. So yeah, guys, cheers.